Hello friends, in this video we have studied the velocity ratio and the center distance between the worm gears. In previous lecture we have studied the what is the worm and worm gears and the application of the worm gears, that is, and next point we have seen that the terminology of the worm gears. There is a three terminology is used for designing of the worm and worm gear, and in this video we have studied the velocity ratio and the center distance between the worm gear. Okay, and this circle is indicated that the pitch circle of the worm gear, and this is the worm, and this will be the teeth on the worm gear, pitch cylinder of the worm gear, and this central axis and this central axis, this the distance between is called as the center distance. We have calculated this derivation. We have seen that the center distance of the wheel, and it is a d2 is the diameter of the cylindrical of the worm gear, and d1 is the diameter of the pitch circle diameter. Okay, then this figure shows that the center distance between the worm and the worm gear. Okay, then in this we have that is let theta 2 be the angle turned by the worm is the one revolution which is given by. तर theta 2 मीन्स काय असतं तुमचं अँगल टर्न बाय द वर्म इज द वन रिव्हॉल्युशन. एका रिव्हॉल्युशनमध्ये किती अँगल टर्न होतो तो म्हणजे काय असणार आहे तुमचा थीटा 2. तो थीटा 2 किती असणार आहे? थीटा 2 इज इक्वल टू 2π. ओके, 2 point on the pitch circle of the worm gear is also moving equal distance along the pitch circle due to pure rolling action between the two pitch circle. 2 point on the pitch circle of the worm gear is also moving equal. तो काय 2 point on the pitch circle of the worm gear is also moving equal distance along the pitch circle due to the pure rolling action between the two pitch circle. प्युअर रोलिंग मुळे त्यांच्यातील जे डिस्टन्स मूविंग इक्वल डिस्टन्स मूव होतं. when the worm turn by the theta 2 in the one revolution, then the angle turned by the worm gear is the theta 1. That is, the theta 1 is the L upon R1. L is nothing but the lead angle, L upon R1. R1 is nothing but the D1 upon 2, 2L upon D1 upon 2, 2L upon D1. Then what is the velocity ratio? Velocity ratio is ratio of the angle turn by the worm gear in one revolution of the worm to the angle turn by the worm in the one revolution. Velocity ratio म्हणजे काय तुमचा अँगल टर्न बाय वर्म गिअरने किती अँगल टर्न केला एका रिव्होल्युशन मध्ये टू द अँगल टर्न बाय द एका वर्मने किती एका रिव्होल्युशन मध्ये किती अँगल टर्न केलाय त्याला काय म्हणतात वेलोसिटी रेशो. दॅट इज द वेलोसिटी रेशो इज इक्वल टू थीटा 1 अपॉन थीटा 2. देन वेलोसिटी व्हॉट इज द थीटा 1? थीटा 1 is nothing but the 2L upon D1, 2L upon D1, and the theta 2 is nothing but the 2 to get cancelled. We have got the L upon pi D1. What is the L? L is the lead angle, that is the NPA. Our velocity ratio L ची व्हॅल्यू पुट केली NPA upon pi D1 pi D1. Okay, and then let L is the this distance what is the L? L is the distance between the worm and the worm gear, and the alpha 1 and alpha 2 is the spiral angle of the worm gear and the worm gear respectively. Alpha 1 and alpha 2 काय असणार तुमचं spiral angle of the worm gear, and T1 and T2 number of teeth on the worm gear and the worm respectively. MT1 and MT2 is the transfer model for the worm gear and the worm wheel, and MN is the normal model for the worm and the worm gear. Then R1 and R2 pitch circle radius of the worm gear and the worm respectively. R1 and R2 काय असणार तुमचं स्मॉल R1 and R2 pitch circle radius of the worm and worm gear respectively. Okay, then we know that then we know that the pitch circle radius काय असतं तुमचं r is equal to mt upon 2. This is seen as the gear terminology in unit number 1. r is the mt upon 2. mt is the transfer module, t is the number of teeth on the gear upon 2. Then so that the pitch circle radius of the worm gear is the r1 is equal to mt1 upon t1 upon 2, that is a pitch circle radius of the worm gear. And the second is a pitch circle, similarly pitch circle radius of the worm is r2 is the mt2 upon t2 upon 2, means tangential module on the gear worm gear to the number of teeth on the worm upon 2. Then what is the center distance? Center distance is nothing but the this radius r1 and r1 and r2. Then center distance between the worm and the worm gear is the L is equal to r1 plus r2 is equal to r1 ची व्हॅल्यू किती तुमची mt1 upon t1 upon t2 plus mt2 upon t2 upon 2. then mt is nothing but the mt means काय असणार तुमचं mt is nothing but the mn cos alpha. mn cos alpha we have seen in the previous gear terminology, that is just per unit number 1. okay, mn cos alpha 1 into t1 upon 2 plus mn cos alpha 2 t2 upon 2. okay, then mn get common and 2 will be common, and in bracket we have seen that the t1 upon cos alpha 1 plus t2 upon cos alpha 2. okay, then what is the mn? mn is the mt cos alpha 2 upon 2 in bracket t1 cos alpha 1 plus t2 cos alpha 2. okay, L is equal to mt2 upon 2 t1. ओके, t1 हा कॉस अल्फा आतमध्ये ब्रॅकेटमध्ये तुम्ही मल्टिप्लाय करा, काय येईल तुमचं t1 कॉस अल्फा 2 अपॉन कॉस अल्फा प्लस t2 कॉस अल्फा 2 गेट कॅन्सल, वी हॅव गेट द t2. ओके, L is equal to mt2 upon 2, that is the t1 sin, that is the sin, that is the cos alpha 2 is nothing but the 90 minus alpha 1, that is cos alpha 1 plus t2. then mt2 upon 2 t1 cos 90 minus alpha 1 is nothing but the sin alpha 1 upon cos alpha 1 plus t2. sin alpha 1 upon cos alpha 1 is nothing but the tan alpha 1, tan alpha 1. then L is equal to mtt upon 2 t1 tan del plus t2 alpha 1 is equal to del. we have get the L is equal to mtt upon 2, that is the center distance between the two gears, that is mt2 upon 2 t1 tan del plus t2, where mt2 is a transfer module of the worm, where mt2 is equal to mt2 is equal to transfer module of the worm, and t1 is the number of teeth on the worm gear, t2 is the number of teeth on the thread on the worm, and del is the lead angle of the worm. In this video we have seen that the center distance between the worm and the worm gear, similarly to the spur gear, helical gear, we have seen that the center distance between the two gears. Similarly we have seen that the worm gear with the center distance between the worm and worm gear. okay, thank you.